this is George from High Tech Legion. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ARC computer case from Fractal Design. The ARC mid-tower computer case is a part of Fractal Design's second generation to come over to the US, which also includes the Core series. This generation has a bit more of a focus on airflow and a little bit less of a focus on silence. So it is aimed more at the overclocker and more at the gamer than the Define series was. The ARC mid-tower comes packaged in the standard Fractal Design black box with a nice clear picture of the nose of the ARC mid-tower clear on the front of the box. It's just about a full-size picture. It is a little dark, but you can definitely tell what the nose of the case looks like. Standard Fractal Design logo up on the top left on an all-black box. Moving to the rear of the box, we get a look at the inside of the ARC computer case. Nice clear shot. Also, we get a listing of some of the features of the internals. There is support for up to 8 fans. It will hold 8 hard disks, each in its own removable tray. There are 2 hard drive bays. One is fixed and mounted down the bottom. You have a removable, rotatable hard drive bay up top. Excellent cable routing, and also USB 3 support on the front panel. The ARC mid-tower follows Fractal's standard genre of very clean, sophisticated styling. Taking a look at the front, you can see you've got the Fractal logo up top. Underneath, 2 5¼ drive bays and a mesh front for venting for the fans, for your intake fans. The front of the unit itself is rounded and has a faux brushed stainless steel type finish, all finished in black. Up top at the front of the nose, you've got the front I/O ports. 1 USB 3, 2 USB 2s, power button, reset button, and your front audio header. As you can see also, the top of the unit is completely a mesh for your exhaust fans to vent through. Underneath there is space for up to 3 fans. The right side panel of the ARC is just a plain black panel. There are no openings on it whatsoever, done in a beautiful powder coat finish just like the rest of the ARC. Straight black panel. The left-hand panel of the ARC is again black panel, powder coat finish, and has an opening for a 140 or 180 millimeter fan mounting. On the rear of the ARC, we see the 7 expansion slots plus 1 vertical expansion slot, which can be used for a fan controller or any type of header that might be using that'll use a PCI expansion slot. Opening for the power supply, standard size, and I/O port. Also clearly visible is the 140 millimeter rear exhaust fan. Moving inside the ARC, taking a look at the rear, you can see we've got a nice big cutout in the motherboard tray. Easy access to the rear of the motherboard for mounting your CPU. We've got grommeted wire pass-throughs all along. Excellent locations, going to be easy for cable routing. The other big thing being, as you can see, there's a very, very large gap between the motherboard tray and the side of the case. This is going to allow for very easy cable routing, even for your power cables. Good access to the back of the hard disks for easy wiring there as well. The internals of the ARC, got space for ATX, micro-ATX, or ITX motherboard. Your front panel headers come down out of one of the pass-throughs. You've got space for a total of 8 fans inside. You've got a 140 up top, 140 in the rear pre-installed, as well as a 140 in the front. There's also room for a second 140 up top, as well as a 120 above your optical drive bay. Also room for a 120 or 140 down below. Taking a look at the hard drive bays themselves, they are all trays which can be locked into place with a single thumb screw and slide out very easily. Disc gets mounted into the tray and the tray pops right in. Also, top hard disk drive bay, 2 thumb screws make it completely removable and rotatable. With the thumb screws out, the entire hard drive bay pops out. You can clearly see the 140 in front. Leaving this out obviously will leave more room for a longer graphics card, as well as improve your airflow from the front intake fan. Should you have a need, the bay can be rotated and goes right back into place just that easily. Very clean design inside of the Fractal Design Arc Midi tower. A lot of room for all your components, as well as great options for airflow and cable routing.